Hello everybody, today we're reading Amazing Spider-Man number 3, America's most exciting superhero captured by the world's most dreaded supervillain. You are helpless, Spider-Man. I warned you that the power of Dr. Octopus is far greater than yours. A book-length super thriller, Spider-Man faces his most powerful foe, Dr. Octopus. Can anything that lives defeat the mighty Dr. Octopus? Spider-Man versus the strangest foe of all time, Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus, the only enemy to ever defeat Spider-Man. In this epic tale, see the Human Torch, fantasy, thrills. Story by Stan Lee, art by Steve Ditko, letterer John Duffy. And now, begin! A story has to start somewhere, so let's begin with a lonely warehouse in the dead of night. We find a robbery taking place. Hold you guys, I think I heard something. Relax, Charlie, it's probably just a mouse. Suddenly, the most awesome image in crime fighting appears on the wall, directly above the startled thieves. Mouse, you've never seen a mouse like this before. Look, it's... Don't be shy, fella. You can say my name. It's Spider-Man. Get him! There, and three of us. He can take us all. Ugh. Brother, you're living in a fool's paradise. Living in a fool's paradise. Oof! Ow! Minutes later. You some big criminal mastermind you are. Oh, shut up. Whoever expected Spider-Man to butt in? Look, Joe, Spider-Man's been here. And how? And not far away. It's almost too easy. I ran out of enemies who can give me any real opposition. I'm too powerful for any foe. Most wish for an opponent who'd give me a run for my money. And little does Spider-Man suspect that his frivolous wish is about to come true, for at that moment, on the outskirts of town, here comes Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus? Why do they call him that? Watch, you'll see in a minute. Atomic Research Center, U.S. See, it's that specially designed contraption he wears, which enables him to perform his experiments behind the lead walls which shield him from radiation. I'm sure lead is very safe. He created that get-up himself, and he's the only scientist permitted to wear it. He's the most brilliant atomic researcher in our country today. Yes, such a man is Otto Octavius, better known to his coworkers as Dr. Octopus. Let us watch as he conducts a nuclear experiment. My artificial extra arms permit me to work safely with the volatile chemicals which are far too dangerous to touch without protection. Though others fear radiation, I alone am able to make it my servant. But nothing is ever perfect, even for the products of Dr. Octopus. And as the unsuspecting atomic genius conducts his experiments, look, the radiation mirror's gone wacky. Something's wrong there. It's going to be a blow-up. Sound the alarm! But the warning, alas, is given too late, and before the alarm can be sounded. Then, after the flames and smoke had partially cleared, Dr. Octopus is still breathing. Hope we reached him in time. Even though he's alive, he's absorbed a great deal of radiation. Poor guy. In the house that follows, after exhaustive test, the X-rays show an uncertain amount of brain damage. I'm afraid his mind has been permanently damaged. We can't remove those artificial arms of his yet. The radiation has caused them to adhere to his body in some strange way. Finally, days later, the injured scientist recovers consciousness. What am I doing here? Let me up. I must return to my work. No, you've been very ill. You must stay in bed. You need the rest. But the brain of Dr. Octopus, the brain which has been damaged by radiation, reacts in a bitter way. They're jealous of me. They want to keep me from my work, but I'll show them. I'm stronger than any of them. The window is barred. They're trying to make a prisoner of me. The fools! No one can hold Dr. Octopus against his will. No one! Then suddenly, at just a suggestion of thought by Dr. Octopus, his artificial arms move as though they have a will of their own. I've got to break those bars. I did. My arms did it. Their strength is incalculable. They can do anything. Somehow my mechanical arms have almost become a part of me. They obey my every command. With such power in my brilliant mind, I'm the supreme human being on Earth. Minutes later... You wanted to see me, Dr. Octopus? Yes, come in. Shut the door behind you. What is it? You... Oh, no! No! Ha ha! You don't believe what you see, but it's true. I am all-powerful. From now on, I give the commands here. Meanwhile, the office of J. Jonah Jameson published with the Daily Bugle. I want pictures of the injured scientist, Dr. Octopus, but no one's allowed to enter the Bliss private hospital anymore. I never heard of any hospital keeping people out. Don't worry, JJ, I'll get those pics for you. My best men have tried and failed, but so far I've succeeded in every assignment. I can't imagine how a teenager like you does it. Our agreement, JJ, is that you never ask me how I do it. Just have a check ready for me when I bring back the pics of Doc Octopus. He doesn't expect Peter Parker, the teenager he assigned to the job, is going to have Spider-Man do it. And so, here's the place. Strange that's locked, and nobody's admitted. What kind of hospital is it anyway? Well, there's only one way to find out, and Spider-Man's just the cat to do it. These suction fingers of mine will get me on the wall in no time. Boy, it's great being Spider-Man. You can do almost anything. The only problem is, my jobs are too easy, and I welcome a little competition once in a while. And as Teddy climbs up the wall, little Spider-Man dreamed that he is soon to get far more competition than he bargained for. Seconds later, almost there. Holy mackerel, what's that? Silence! Nobody's to speak when Dr. Octopus speaks. Peering unseen through the large picture window, Spider-Man witnesses a strange, unexpected sight. You can't keep all of us prisoner forever, Dr. Octopus. We've done what you asked, gotten you all the equipment you wanted. When will you let us go? Not until I'm ready. For my powers, no one can resist me. You're aimed to serve me until I no longer need you, and not before. Well, well. So the good doc has slipped his lid, eh? Well, this is just what I've been hopping for. A little action. But this is mad. You have no right. Right? You dare speak to me of right? I have the right to do anything, as long as I have the power. And if you doubt my power, here's a small sample. No, don't let me down! Looks like it's time for Spider-Man to join the party. Before he really hurts that fella. Hold it, Doc. How about picking on someone who can fight you back? Spider-Man! Well, I sure ain't Albert Switcher. You dare speak flippantly to me, you fool! When I'm finished with you, you'll sing a different tune. You don't think those dumb-looking flappers of yours can move fast enough to catch Spider-Man, do you? Hey, what? Surprise! Dr. Octopus is far more powerful than you dreamed. Far more powerful than even you. Don't let that one lucky punch go to your head, pal. I have a few more surprises. Ah, most ingenious of you. Your spider web. But as you can see, holding only 2 of my arms is enough. I still have more. No time to shoot my web again. He's faster than expected. But I can still grab his other arm. Ugh, it takes all my strength. He also has superhuman strength. My web, he snapped it. Nobody's ever done that before. And now, Superman. Apparently your name's Superman, not Spider-Man. I grow bored of this game. My time is too valuable. Now watch me trap a spider in a web of my own. A web made of my newfound arms. Your strength is merely that of a spider, but mine is the energy of an atom, born of nuclear accident. I'm helpless, can't fight all those arms at once, don't know what to do next, you just toying with me. You dare to mock me before, why aren't you mocking me now? Where are your brave words and taunts now, Spider-Man? Or do you realize you finally met your master, and now you can leave the way you entered? You're no threat to me. Weak, groggy, just barely conscious, Spider-Man has his fall broken by a tree as he finally slumps to the ground in defeat. He beat me. I never had a chance. I didn't even give him a good fight. He could have finished me off anytime he wanted to. What do we do now? I've never been beaten before, but this time, my spider powers were not enough. Is this the end of Spider-Man? Not long afterwards at the hospital, even though I defeated Spider-Man, my prisoners escaped during the fight, mostly before the police arrived. With my arms, I can go anywhere, do anything. Fences can't stop me. No one can catch me. Now that I have reached my objective, any unlocked window will furnish an entrance for me. The security police aren't apt to notice an extra pipe or two up on the ceiling. Once he's gone, I can act freely. This is what I'm after, the brain center of the entire atomic lab. Once I take it over, the greatest source of atomic power in the nation will be mine. It's an easy matter for Dr. Octopus to unlock a door. Out, all of you, I'm taking over now. Did you see that? It was Dr. Octopus. What's he up to? Nothing can stop me now. Between my own super strength and the atomic power it is mine to command, here I'm the strongest man alive. But first I'll give the world a demonstration of my strength. I'll strip part of this plant or build it to suit myself. And so, something's happening to the lead shielding. It's been lowered. Radiation is starting to escape. Look, the giant machines are running out of control as though some madman is guiding them. There's too much pressure in the main valves. The pipes are overheating, exploding. It isn't safe to stay here. Within minutes, the source of the trouble is made known, and we got to reach Dr. Octopus somehow. We can't set up electric barriers all over the place. And before long, the entire plant is evacuated except for they realize I cannot be stopped and have given up trying. I won! The plant is mine! I am now in complete control. The foremost brains of the nation's armed forces and security agencies confer favorably, but to no avail. I've never been up against anything like this before. A brilliant scientist with superhuman powers on a mad rampage? If we can't stop him, then we must see the innocent people are not injured. And so, the order goes out, no one is allowed in or out of the atomic plant. Can't figure out why they post sentries here. If Dr. Octopus tries to get out, how can we stop him? Meanwhile, what of teenage Peter Parker, alias Spider-Man? Poor Peter's been moping in his room for hours. I wish he'd tell me what's wrong. I'm a failure. Spider-Man is a joke. Nothing. There's the phone. Ring. Mr. Jameson? No, I wasn't able to get pictures of Dr. Octopus. No, I probably won't be able to get any more. Sorry. Yeah. Goodbye. Peter, dear, what's wrong? I can't bear to see you so unhappy. Is there anything I can do to help? No, Aunt May. It's my own personal problem. I'll get over it. Got to leave now. Time for school. Hello, Petey. Say, what's with him? He didn't answer. There's no one I could talk to. No one would understand. Him? He's down the dumps. Looked like he lost his favorite test tube. Petey, did you hear the big news? The governor asked the Fantastic Four to try to capture Dr. Octopus. They're busy with another case, but they sent the Human Torch to see what he can do. He's speaking to our assembly today. Big deal. Later at the school assembly, I was asked you to tackle Dr. Octopus, but I've used my flame so much recently, I had to wait a few days to let it get strong again. While I'm waiting, your principal asked me to address you. If only I had his power, his confidence. But that's easy when you've never been beaten. Now, for a little demonstration, I can't apply my total flame, but here are some fiery figures for you. This is what usually happens when the thing helps me with my homework. I get results like this. Then after a few more colorful demonstrations. Now for a parting thought. Stick to your schoolwork and do your best in studies. Don't be discouraged if something seems tough. Important thing is never give up. Remember that. Never give up! Ability alone isn't enough. It's one lesson I've learned from my partnership with the Fantastic Four. It's almost as though he's talking to me. Even Fantastic Four have had defeats, but we always come back. Remember this? Never say die. He's right. By golly, he's right. Like at the conclusion of the Torch's lecture, I want to thank you for that speech. I'll never forget what you said today. It meant a lot to me. Huh, oh yeah, sure. Glad you enjoyed it, fella. Like a man possessed, Peter Parker races home to the privacy of his room, and I guess the Fantastic Four could be defeated and then go back for more. Spider-Man can too. Okay, Dr. Octopus, this is it. Now that I know how strong you are, you won't have the advantage of surprise on your side again. This is one easy way to get past those sentries below. Hey, did you see that? Someone flying above us. Someone flying above us? Are you some kind of nut or something? So far, so good. I landed safely on the roof without being stopped. Now to get as close as I can to Dr. Octopus before he discovers me. But the strange sight is his eyes everywhere, and it's Spider-Man again. Well, luckily, this time, nobody will be so lucky. This time, I'll finish him for good. From now on, I allow no one to interfere in my plans. I will permit no one to defy me. And at that moment, my spider senses warned me of danger behind me. Nice try, Dr. Octopus, but I'm ready for you this time. With my spider senses fully alert and my spider muscles in top condition, he can't possibly hurl those electronic bolts fast enough to hurt me. He knows my every move. He must be watching me on some sort of TV hookup. Well, I'll just go somewhere out of range as only I can. He found a way to evade my electrical sensors. He's cleverer than I thought. But I'll beat him with my all-powerful arm, as I did before. He won't elude me. There's one looking for the chemical laboratory. I gotta move fast. It won't be long before he finds me. There, it's done. And now the wiring will suit my purpose just fine. Mustn't make a mistake. Dr. Octopus won't give me a second chance if anything goes wrong. I still can't be sure this will work, but I've got to try it. Now to find Dr. Octopus. Once again, at the last split second, Spider-Man Spartans save him from sudden defeat. Ha! I've got you, Spider-Man. Oh, no you don't. With every ounce of speed he possesses, Spider-Man manages to loop one of the hastily constructed devices around two of Dr. Octopus' arms for an arm, striking out forces him to drop the second device. Ugh! But Spider-Man has superhuman strength, even as Dr. Octopus, and he recovers from the blow in seconds, no time to dive out of harm's way. Now to get out of reach and watch what happens. You hope to defeat me with a foolish thing like this? You must be mad! Oh, I see. It's a chemical which fuses my metal arms together. Clever. But I can take care of that easily after I dispose of you for good. Slowly and inexorably, Dr. Octopus forced Spider-Man back against the wall, blocking his web with his swiftly moving arms. Ha ha! Even your fashioning web isn't quick enough for me. Using his fused arm like a club, I can't retreat any further. My back is to the wall. You gotta take a desperate chance. Moving like a person possessed, Spider-Man whips his legs around one of Dr. Octopus' tentacle arms while he seizes the other free arm with both his powerful hands. Got you, but not for long. Before Dr. Octopus can make another move, Spider-Man shoots his amazing web directly at the startled scientist's face. I should have realized, Senior Octopus, the best defense is a smashing offense. The blasted web is spread out over my glasses. I can't see. Can't get it off. Even though we can no longer see me, the other arms are now around me, pulling me towards him with incredible strength. Ah, there, got them off. I've got his two free arms apart, but I dare not let go of them. Give up, fool. Sooner or later you'll have to let go, and then I'll have you. I've got one chance, but I've got to time it to the split second or I'm finished. Suddenly, Spider-Man lets go of Dr. Octopus' arms and at the same time instantly lashes out with a smashing right. Now! I did it. I knocked him out. I had to let him go and then strike faster than he could move. Ready than an old-fashioned punch to the jaw to defeat the most dangerous villain I've ever faced. Apparently taking any chances or wrap my webbing around him many times while he's out. You'll never be able to snap this. Later, at the sentry post outside the atomic plant, Captain, we've been hearing noise inside. There's like a fight. Someone must have sneaked past us, and look over there. It's a sign of Spider-Man. There he is. He's waving to us to come on. Careful, pal. No telling what's going on. You're telling me I'm going to shoot first and ask questions later. Look, it's Dr. Octopus. He's all tied up and helpless. I'm going to stand there. Get me out of here. The authorities will be able to handle Dr. Octopus now. But they'll have one more thing to take care of as Spider-Man. Minutes later, the dramatically costumed superhero climbs the sheer wall of a nearby hotel. He's somewhere in this hotel. I'll find him easily. My spider sense tells me that this room is just ahead. Inside the room in question. Good news, Torch. Your temperature is down and your virus is gone. By now, your flame should be working at full strength. Great, Doc. I want to show my partners in the planet floor that I can tackle Dr. Octopus alone. Flame on! And now for relax, Torch. Dr. Octopus has been captured already. Thanks to you, Torch, Octopus is safely under wraps, and I owe you additional thanks because if not for you, Spider-Man might have been finished too. Huh? So long, Torch. See you around, pal. Flaming fireballs. I don't get it. What did I do? Next day, the Human Torch gives a pulse-pounding demonstration of his full powers before returning to his headquarters. I wish Spider-Man was still around to join me in the show, but I don't know where he cut out to. Now there's my idea of a hero, the Human Torch and guy like Spider-Man too. Why don't you watch and see what a real man is like, bookworm? Someday I'll tell you why, loudmouth, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Yes, sir, it's going to be a real pleasure. And for the first time, a case ended without Peter Parker delivering any foes to Mr. Jameson. But right now, Peter could care less. The end. Special surprise bonus Spider-Man pin-up page! From your pal, Spider-Man. And that is the end of issue number 3. If you like this, give me a like, and I'll do issue 4. If not, I won't. So there you go. Bye-bye.